Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Let's get this to the bottom here. Feeling much better today. Good morning, ladies and gents. Just post this link to Twitter so everyone can join. Okay. So, good morning, everyone. Whoops, I have to mute myself. How is everyone doing? Let's get this to the bottom. All right. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I feel much better. Sleep is the key. Um, so let's get started. Huge gap up today. Again, awesome. Looking forward to trading today. The price action yesterday was so clear, right? We consolidated all day long. Right? We had the gap up again. We had the sideways consolidation. We had higher and higher lows, and we had lower and lower highs. Right? This resistance that I mentioned multiple times yesterday was looking for a potential breakout either to the upside or downside, but we didn't get it towards the end of the day. And right, we're gapping up, and we're going to be trading right in this range here. Look where we're going to be opening up. So right, we're opening up around 374.84 as of now. Right, things can change in the next 30 minutes or so. But we have a previous support, previous resistance, previous support, support right here. Right, so watch for a bounce off of this level. Right, going to set an alert as I always do. And we need to break through this range here. Right, so we're going to need to break over around this level here. Right, this region, right, previous resistance acted as resistance. If we zoom in a little bit, we could see why. Right, so you can either at this level or even this level is probably more important. Right, previous resistance, double top, rejected again here as well. Right, so I'm gonna keep it at this level here around 377.65, but just know that it needs to break through this region here to see continuation. Let's see. Right, this is all because of Netflix, I believe, right? Or earnings is coming up the 18th today, so after close today, we have Netflix earnings, and it's up 2.1% in pre-market, right? Take a look. Yesterday, broke out from that falling wedge that we mentioned on stream on Friday. Right? I actually charted this exact thing on Friday, and look how it broke out. I didn't even realize. Wow. And we saw a breakout, we saw a pullback, retest, and continuation. Right now, it's sitting right at this previous resistance. Right at that level. Right, so it needs to break above, and then needs to push above this high, 251.95, and then it should see continuation. Chart always plays out. It always plays out. Let's see. Yeah, Tesla's up 4.5% here in pre-market. Right. Potentially breaking the overall downtrend. That would be amazing because it's been enough. Let's see. Let's draw our trend lines here. Right. So you can either draw it from here, right? You can draw it from here. I'm gonna keep it right here. Right. So technically, yesterday we almost broke out, created a wedge before we breaking out to the upside. Let's see. This resistance right here, or this support is going to act as resistance. Right, previous support. It's going to act as a new resistance above, right? Look where that lines up as well, right? Previous support acts as a support right here. Okay, right below. This level is going to act as a support, 226.26, right? Rejected 3 times, rejected again, opening up above that range. Right, look at the price action here at close. Right, very nice falling wedge. Right, price action never lies. Beautiful falling wedge and gap up overnight. Awesome. Clean price action. Looks good, looks good. We also have, right, this trend line worked out pretty well. Yeah. So I'm going to need to wait for an opening range as usual. I'm going to wait, for a setup to develop. What I like to see is, right, we have a move in the morning, right? We have a couple candlesticks to the upside or downside. Then we have a period of consolidation. And it typically consolidates within a flag pattern, right? That's what I like to wait for. Let's see. Let's take a look at the longer time frames because we're going to be opening up higher here. The video opening up within this range. I'm going to have to wait for a retest of 121.08. AMD. I'm going to keep an eye on AMD today. I like this setup here. Delete this, delete this. Oops. I could delete this. All right, we had higher and higher lows. We're sitting right at this resistance here today. All right, so if this can break 60.1, right, we could potentially see a move to 62 or 63, right, to 62.84. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, we could totally see a nice little move here. So if that breaks on AMD, I'd look for a move to 62.84. Going to keep an eye on this today, move this to the top of the list, and we will keep an eye on that. So NVIDIA, AMD, Amazon, let's take a look at Amazon. Let me delete the chart. We'll redo it together. All right, so opened up. It's going to open up right around this gap fill, right? Also, previous resistance, rejected again, and acted as a support, right? And then acted as a resistance again, right? In pre-market, 118.17. We have a gap fill right here, right? So you need to watch for a move up, right, to around 120, right? We could see a 2-point move at open, right? If that breaks, then we're going to test the highs here. Chris asked, is it a fade day or are we going to get a true reversal, right? So don't try and predict, right? No one knows what's going to happen. If someone says, oh, this is going to happen, then this is going to happen, don't trust them, right? What we do is we play levels, and if the market does this, then you do that, right? You have to react to what the market does. Don't try and predict. Don't try and, play based on your emotions, right? Market doesn't care about your emotions. So you need to play based on the levels, right? If the market breaks out, right, you do this. If the market breaks down, you do this. Keep your emotions out of trading, and you will see a huge improvement in your trading game and your consistency, and your trading game will be elevated. It really will. Let's see. What do we got here? I really hope this downtrend is finally going to be broke. Now that it is October. September is typically the most bearish month in the stock market, but it's October 18th, so what's going on here. Needs to step it up a little bit. Drinking my coffee. I only play these tickers, by the way, for anyone asking for other tickers. You're very welcome. Let's take a look at Apple. So here we have this trend line from the highs here, right? Rejected multiple times. We're finally breaking above, right? That's very bullish for Apple in the overall market, right? So overall downtrend, we've been rejecting this trend line every single time. We're opening up above as of now. Right, previous resistance here at 144.51, right, which was a previous resistance or a support, right? Previous support, rejected, support. Right, we need to break above this level here. Right, that's the next range above 147.53. And then we have this double bottom here that we need to break. So Apple, I just want to see Apple consolidate today, honestly, or jump within this range here between 147 and 144. I would love to see a new uptrend initiate. Right, we've been playing in a downtrend for a long time now, so that'd be nice. Can you talk about how you look at order book flow? I don't look at it whatsoever. I don't look at book flow whatsoever, like level 2 or anything. I don't trade. I don't look at that ever. I don't look at that. I don't look at Greeks, right? All that is just noise, in my opinion, right? Everyone has their own strategy. Everyone has their own opinion. All I do is follow the chart, right? Price comes first. So follow price if you want to be as simple as possible, right? I like to remove the noise from my charts. I like to be as simple as possible. And I like to be stress-free when I'm trading. So only taking one trade at once. And that's how I'm pretty much green almost every single day or every single time I take a trade. Okay. All right. SPY. Let's see what SPY is doing here in pre-market. Right, so breakout. Look how it broke out after hours. That is awesome. Right, breaks out after hours and then sees continuation this morning. Yeah, price action is really all that matters. Like the EMAs and everything, I don't really believe in it, honestly. Right, again, everyone has their own opinion, but not my thing. Right, these are all lagging indicators. They all are based off of an algorithm or a formula, right? And those formulas are based off of price. So why not follow price, right? It comes first. Right? It's easy to say after the fact that, oh, this bounced off the EMA, right? But take a look at support and resistance. It consistently works over and over again, right? Price consistently rejects the same level, right? Old resistance becomes new support, right? Old resistance, right? New support all the time. Um, Flow is, I mean, yeah, flow definitely works. Unusual option activity is, the only thing I really do believe in. Um, I've been using it for years now, and the amount of orders that I've seen come through before earnings and them profiting hundreds of percent is laughable. So flow, definitely believe in. Definitely use it all the time, and it definitely helps. Um, that's really the only thing that I would take a look at is unusual options activity. Right? You got to be looking for the right things though. Far out of the money, weekly expiration. Yeah, that's what I look for. No, this green box was from yesterday. right? That's what yesterday I was looking for a breakout of this wedge here for a push up to the resistance here, but we didn't get it. We consolidated all day long, and it basically just burned premium yesterday. So but today it looks like we're gapping. Obviously, we're gapping up here. Everything's up. Tech is the strongest, right? Up 2.3%. It's opening up right at this gap fill range, right? Previous resistance acting as support, acting as resistance, right? We have a gap fill to be filled above, right? Huge room above to run, right? 4-point move. Bro Jackson, use your old resistance to support yesterday to grab 100% on calls yesterday. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Keep it up, everyone. Keep it up. If everyone could please drop a like on the video, I would really appreciate it. It would mean a lot. Please drop a like on the video. Thank you very much. Supply and demand is the same exact thing as support and resistance. People just try and make it funky, right? People are trying to complicate things. Keep it simple. Why do we think we couldn't push up yesterday, but magically overnight all these buyers showed up? Don't know. No reason to try and guess. Let's just continue to play the levels, right? Let's keep it simple. I show how to use the dashboard all the time. Actually, I have a video on it. Dashboard. Let's pull it up quickly. What's up, Chris? Let's see. Let's pull up the dashboard. I'll show you what I search for. Yeah, support and resistance, supply and demand, same exact thing, right? All right, let's get this up here. So this is what I look at on my other screen every single time I'm trading. To refresh the page just in case. Highly suggest using it. Need to change the filter. What's today's date? The 18th. All right, so what I do is I set it for this week. Okay. Out of the money calls, out of the money puts. Don't know why these are favorited. Whoops. Let's see, what else do I do? I'll remove the date because obviously it's going to be today's date. Expirations are weeklies only. Strike I'll put next to the spot price so I could compare them pretty quickly. Yeah, supply and demand is the same thing as support and resistance, right? Think of it as, right, supply is the same thing as resistance, right? If there's a supply, if there's extra supply of something, there's too much of it, right? So that's going to act as resistance. Demand, right? Demand is, if there's a demand for something, right, people are going to want it. People are going to want to buy it. So demand is the same thing as support, right? Support is going to act as a bottom or, where people are going to start buying at, right? So support is demand and supply is resistance. Right? It's the same exact thing. It's just I don't even know. It's people, try and make it too complicated or sound smarter than they are. All right, we keep it real here at Bull Trades. Cedar, what's going on? What's the spot price in the dashboard? This is the price that they bought the option at. Okay, so this person bought 367 calls, 1021 expiration, and the price of the stock of SPY was 366.82, right? This is super useful when you're looking at this because you could see how far out of the money they bought, right? So, for example, this person bought a 65 put when the price was 67.66. So they're looking for a $2.66 move, right? Or so on, right? You should get the point. Or look at this person, right? Adobe calls, or they sold them, but right, 293 the price was, and they sold their 310 strike. Okay, you can see my mouse, right? Yeah, you can see it. Um, Sentiment, I'll move next to the ticker, right? I'll do sweeps only, right? I don't really want to see trades, and I'll just move it off the chart. Premium, I'll move over here. Calls and puts I can remove because this will tell me if it's a call or a put. And there we have it. Premium greater than or equal to, all right, let's say 100,000. All right, so now I have out of the money calls and puts, weekly expirations greater than or equals to $100,000, and sweeps only, right? So these are very aggressive weekly orders. I'm looking for directional bets. So for example, this one right here, Snap, 1021, 11 and a half calls, $1 out of the money for $107,000. So, right, you can even click the name of the ticker and the chart will pop up right here. Super useful, helps make trading very easy. Chart looks pretty good too. If I saw this yesterday, this is something I potentially would have followed actually. Another note here, right? The number of contracts is another thing to take note of, right? If someone's buying, let's say 500 like this, right? It's more of a planned trade. You know, they're setting a limit order and they're getting filled on all their contracts, right? But here, Snap, right? 2,034, really odd number, right? Odd amount of premium, right? It's not like it's a $100,000 flat order. Someone wanted as many contracts as possible. So that, you know, it's another thing to take note of. It's not the most important thing, but it's just something that you should, you know, be aware of, right? So Tesla, 250 contracts, right? This was clearly a limit order. Someone put in a limit order for 250, and they got filled right away, right? 1740 or 3660, right? 2001, you know, 2393. Right, these odd numbers, it's called odd lot or crooked contracts. You know, something to just you know, to be aware of. And then, yep, they got them at ask, right? Typically, these odd lot or crooked contract orders are at ask, right? Because they're doing an aggressive market order and they're looking for as many contracts as possible, right? Notice how, right, 990 at the bid. The ones that are flat are typically at the bid. But the ones with the odd numbers are at ask. How do I know if someone's selling it? So a SPY, this is a SPY, right? This is a SPY call, it's green, but it's bearish, right? So this person is exiting their position, right? They're exiting their SPY calls, right? This here is someone buying SPY calls, right? SPY in red is a put and it's bullish. They're exiting their SPY puts. Why do I worry about sweeps and not trade? Sweeps are more aggressive, right? If you're day trading, you should be looking for aggressive orders, in my opinion, right? Everyone has their own strategy. Take everything with a grain of salt. You know, do whatever works best for you. But I only look at sweeps because they're the most aggressive orders, and that's exactly why. Yeah, so these filters, out of the money calls, out of the money puts, expiration, weeklies only, and then, excuse me, I kind of change around the chart a little bit, and premium greater than or equal to 100,000 typically. Towards the end of the week, you know, I'll lower it to 60,000 or 70,000, right? Because orders are typically smaller on a Thursday or Friday. If that makes sense. Okay. Excuse me. So definitely use this, right? We have dark pool, good for understanding key levels, right? These are typically bought at major supports or resistances. Snapshot, I always take a look at this every morning. You can see overall bullish and bearish flow, super important, right? You can even click drop downs and see all the individual orders and what was traded, right? Super useful. Historical data, you can go back to a year, I'm pretty sure, of previous option data, right? So if you wanted to see something on February 3rd of this year, and maybe there was a move, you can go back and take a look at that. This is bull trades, right? How do you get to it, right? You go to bulltrades.net. 7-day free trial. Here you go. Okay. Right. Once you sign up, click dashboard, and it brings you right to the dashboard here. Our mobile app is coming very soon. It should be done very, very soon. So stay tuned. All right. Excuse me. We have analyst ratings, right? Upgrades, downgrades, initiations. You can see the alerts right from here. I don't know if I have it set up currently. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have it set up currently. Technical analysis, right? It gives you levels based on time frame, right? Double bottom here on Apple, and it gives you levels, right? It gives you support and important levels you need to keep an eye on. Analytics, right? Option flow, Twitter sentiment, awesome tool. Everything in one here. Earnings, you could see, right? You could pull up all the earnings every single day. All right, so this is today. Oh, I didn't even realize if you click the ticker, it brings up all the information. That's pretty cool. I didn't even realize that. But the app is going to be super useful. Looking forward to that. News page, all right, good to take a look at every single day. There you have it. Quick little overview. I can go more in depth tomorrow or another day, but market's about to open, so let's switch over to the Discord. Please drop a like before you head out. Appreciate everyone stopping by, and let's have a good day. Plan to trade the plan. Don't be silly and take profits when you get them. Have a good one.